Just above the sparkling waters of Bear Creek in Evergreen sits Center Stage. As a part of the historic Evergreen Conference Center, Center Stage has had this view of Bear Creek ever since 1924. Center Stage is part of the Evergreen National Historic District located within a 3-block area at the edge of town. The entire district is surrounded by meadows, rocks, and heavily wooded mountains, much as it was when it served as a music camp around 1900. The historic boundaries that comprise the music camp itself, the old mission, and the properties of the Sisters of St. Mary all made up the music conference complex. The meeting house, now known as Center Stage, was built in 1924 by local carpenter and stonemason John Spence as a part of the Evergreen Conference Center. Its construction and architectural features reflect the construction and appearance of Evergreen more than a century ago. The main building had a high ceiling inside with a performance stage. The meeting itself was a part of the summer camps built by the Episcopal Church. It featured music and church services. The land was donated by Mary Nisho Williams and her son-in-law, Canon Winfred Douglas. Canon Douglas became an internationally known expert on the Plainsong Mass, and the emphasis on music became a key feature of the conference center. The summer camps became very popular in the early 20th century and included a 6-week summer school on liturgical music. Ovation West Performing Arts owns Center Stage. The organization grew out of the Evergreen Chorale. As a chorale added other activities, such as summer music camp and managing Center Stage as a community resource, the name was changed to reflect a new, larger community-focused mission.
Okay, well, Christine, I first walked into this building in 1983 when it was the meeting house at the conference center. And I came here to be in rehearsal for the Jester Hairston concert, which was held in, I think, early 1984. And this has been a huge part of my life for how many decades now?
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah.
And it has changed so much. I mean, we can go back and talk about, as everyone knows, these seats were not here back in the 80s. We had cinder block risers and the orange plastic chairs.
And I heard at one point there were just benches.
Yes, yes. It was still, nonetheless, it was a great place for us to perform, and audiences all seemed to enjoy it. Nobody was complaining. Oh, they complained that we didn't have any restrooms.
Oh.
So we had to bring portalets in.
That's tough.
So we had the portalets outside, and those were tough. And when we had wintertime shows, wow! But a lot has happened.
Yeah.
And it's just been great to see this building. And we call it a building, but it's really a home. This was my home. I moved to Evergreen in 1983, and the chorale was I was a bachelor, and it was my social outlet. So coming here was almost like coming to a home. Friends, and activities. It was just delightful. I always look forward to coming into this building.
Yeah, this building is a magical place where people meet, where they learn, where they perform, where they grow, and relationships are made. My kids grew up in this building.
Yes.
The first time I remember walking into this building was 2004. And we had just had our second child, and my husband and I did date nights here. This was where we came to relax and enjoy and be together, and that's what this building is. It's part of our community. It's part of our history. It's growing and embracing each other, and it's just a magical place to me personally and professionally.
Right.
So.
Well, of course, I met my wife through the chorale, the Ovation West's precursor, and we had our kids all kind of grew up here too. The one most memorable time was the production of State Fair in 2000, because all 5 of us were in that show. It's the only show where all 5 of us have been in, and it was just so much fun. Yeah.
So Amy, tell me more about the costume area of Center Stage.
All right, the costume area contains all the costumes that they have done in the productions over all the years, and this is just one room. We actually have 2 other rooms, and to me, these costumes represent all the women and men who made costumes, gathered costumes, put a lot of sweat equity into this, and over the years. And so I love coming down and sort of reacquainting myself with my friends. The best thing is that we now loan to the local area theaters, the schools, some down the mountain. Anybody basically who knows of us and wants to borrow a costume, they can come up and borrow from our extensive collection. A lot of times we're the only resource they have. And we do this pro bono. We do it free of charge, and our hours are open. When it's convenient for them, they can come in and take what they need. And what I love is I love seeing all these costumes on stage having a different life, getting another chance in the spotlight like we all want to do. But so that's what these costumes represent to me, the people that I knew, the people that other people in the chorale knew, Tom, you. So that's what it represents.
So a big part of our history and continuing the magic.
Continuing the magic.
For us and other organizations.
Absolutely. That's what it is. It's magic.
Christine went on to talk about how Ovation West is committed to maintaining Center Stage for the benefit of the community. In addition to Ovation West, the Evergreen Players, Evergreen Children's Chorale, Mountain Youth Musicals, and many guest organizations call Center Stage home. The lobby, including the Rotary Club Art Gallery, is a satellite gallery for the artists of the Center for Arts Evergreen. A parent-child musical education class and a Spanish language class for adults meet weekly in the lobby. Since 1990, Ovation West has invested over $1.3 million in the property, transforming a rustic summer pavilion into a comfortable theater. In 2018, a new sound system was installed that benefits all users and patrons. In the summer of 2019, the lobby was renovated with funds raised through a community effort. Last year, Ovation West celebrated its 50th year of operation with a series of performances of Fiddler on the Roof at Center Stage. The Meeting House has continued to focus on music and community as envisioned by its early founders. The Jefferson County Historical Commission is proud to award Center Stage historic landmark status.